Alright, time for the ride of the VDV, second to last Russian mission.
The Latvian plan is clear now. They concentrated the majority of their defense around their capital city of Riga, where our supply lines would be stretched and force us into a long battle of attrition, while partisans raid our rear lines. The Iskander cruise missiles we have set up in Pernu are preventing the city from being resupplied by sea. But they can still be resupplied by air from the international airport, located right next to the city.
Then we will take this airport with our airborne troops. Our ground forces will exert maximum pressure on the defenses to fix as many enemy units as possible on the front line, while our paratroopers will jump onto the airport and prevent any new enemy aircraft from landing. Once they're cut from the last line of supplies, the Latvian defenses will not hold for long.
That depends on how much supplies they have
Airborne
stockpiled.
operations are always extremely risky. A single plane shut down, and it's 100 lost souls all at once. It would be much safer to wait for reinforcements and secure our supply line.
Are you a war hero, Colonel?
Am I? Yes, of course. I earned the distinction, but,
What about you, Captain Battalion? Would you like to become one?
Oh, good grief.
More than anything, ma'am.
This operation will require all your expertise combined, so you will all be part of the assault. That includes you, Colonel.
you want me to jump from a plane? At my age? What? Are you trying to kill me?
Very possibly.
You will be airdropped directly in your command vehicle. This tactic has been experimented, and will be necessary to be immediately combat ready after the drop. We will proceed in 3 waves. Commander, you will be the first, followed by Battalion, and finally you, Colonel. So as you can see, I'm taking good care of you. By the time you arrive, the zone should already be secured. You have your orders. Execution.
It's funny because that term execution actually originally meant to do something, not, schwack someone. Also, I would not at all hold it above Morozova to try and schwack the colonel. And the idea that the Latvians wouldn't last for long if you cut their supply lines isn't necessarily going to hold if they have a lot of supplies stockpiled. Anyway, what do we got? Clear the airspace, drop airborne troops, secure the airport. Sounds easy. Yeah, well, so did the air raid on Hostmal, didn't it? R-77, medium range, R-73, short range, and R-37, long range with a silent great big warhead. Alright. This isn't going down too well, is it?
Riga Airport is in sight. Begin the air sweep.
Winds reported. Sokol 7 standing by. Sokol 3 standing by. Sokol 6 standing by.
Why are you dumping flares?
Line standing by. Sokol 2 standing by. Sokol 11 standing by.
What are those, Su-30s?
Aster Armor, attack formation. We're entering the radar bubble. Stay tight. Activate DCM jamming. Accelerate to attack speed. This is it, boys.
Okay, what do we got? SU-30s, SU-30s. What do they have? F-15Cs. Oh, and an F-15EX. Honestly, that's a bit disappointing loadout, but eh. Oh, is this another EX? Oh, they've got two EXs. Okay. Oh, nice action shot, though. Oh, look, it's the conventional F-15 loadout. Well, it would be if these were AIM-7s. The original loadout was supposed to be 4 AIM-7s and 4 AIM-9s. But also, these two SU-30s are not going to last long against two F-15Cs and two F-15EXs. Even if they have 6 R-77s and 4 R-73s. What are they giving me? SU-30 SM, SU-35, which has 6 R-77s and 4 R-37s. Well, I might as well go with the best option I have. There we go.
Radar contact dead ahead. Engaging.
Enemy bird down. Keep up the good work.
I'm hit. Punch it out.
What else? Oh, another EX. Multiple EXs. Okay. And yet another C. No, is that a C or is that EX? No, it's a C. Okay. Slightly different loadout on that one. That one's got 6 AIM-120s. Uh... Oh, and would you look at that? The F-15C's won. That's surprisingly realistic. I have no idea what's going on with the ground. I think it's lighting weirdness.
Planes are retreating. The sky is ours for the moment. But this is just a respite. They will come back. The first window of opportunity for a drop is open. Send in the first wave of paratroopers, Commander. Drop everything you can while you can.
Okay, so that's basically the game telling me, don't spare the points. Snipers, Typhoon. Infantry. Basic squad, Dishkas, Melts, AGS 30s, BTRD, BT or BMD2 Conquerors, supplies, or IL 76. 5. Oh wow, I don't have any points for anything else if I go with 5. Alright. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna want a couple of those. I'm probably gonna want a couple of those. Couple of those. Alright. Oh, and that has a 30 millimeter. Okay, cool. And then conduct the drop. Oh wow, they have a really small box. They are making sure you are dropping the planes on the airfield by not letting you drop them anywhere else. Oh right, it would help if I would unpause the game.
According to our intel, the airport itself is very lightly defended. The attack by our mechanized formations has drawn the defenders' attention elsewhere.
Hang on. Let me see, can I reposition that airdrop bubble? Just a touch. There we go. So that it's actually inside the box. Just to make sure there's no weirdness.
Alright, you've got boots on the ground. Reorganize your troops and begin engaging the airport security forces.
Okay, what do we have? Truck. Infantry. BTRD, BTRD. Right, so... Conquers, conquers, conquers. Wow, you guys can't carry much. Okay. Get behind something. The Melts team is out. Both Melts teams are out in the open, and get them into some kind of cover before they get themselves killed. Actually, no. Actually, yes.
They're retreating! Now establish a first defensive perimeter while waiting for the second wave of paratroopers.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Пехота в бою! Нам пора!
tell those guys to go over there.
Колеса приехали!
Have one of the BTRDs meet them,
Куда вас довезти?
including a couple of
Понял, выезжай!
those.
Пехота здесь! Грузимся! Боевая машина десанта, слушаю!
I thought there was another BTRD somewhere. Thought I had 4 of those. I do.
Залезай в броню!
And where is the other? Hang on.
Быстрее!
Just have everyone.
ВДВ
The
слушаю!
AGS team can go there. Don't I have 2 AGS teams? Yes, I do.
Боевая машина десанта здесь! ВОП на связи!
So I need to put people in there. And I need to put people probably in there. Well, maybe in there. Assuming they're coming from this road, which I think is a fair assumption to make. And what is this? Oh. Okay, so we have other points that we need to protect. Note to self, maintenance warehouses, hangar, terminal. Okay.
We've detected enemy groups moving in your direction to retake the airport. We can't send the next waves unless the drop zone is not secured.
I think he means that we can't send the next waves unless the drop zone is secured.
Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов! Транспорт на связи! ВДВ здесь! Коробочку! Заводи мотор!
Okay. So... hang on, where's my second AGS team? Are they piling in here? They're piling in there. Okay.
Транспорт заказывали?
Right, so start spreading these out.
Выдвигаемся! Бешеная блоха докладывает! Пути!
Descent key, Dishka.
Транспорт на связи! Принял!
I probably didn't pronounce that right. Eh.
Транспорт здесь! Уже еду! Пехота ждет указаний! Зайти на борт! Залезай в броню! Кому нужны припасы?
I honestly don't know where to put you where you aren't going to get shot at, so... I guess just tuck up in here.
Дорога наш дом.
Hurry up! Capture the designated areas and establish defensive positions, Commander.
That's what I'm doing. Now, who is where?
Куда вас доставить? Разгружаемся.
Drop the infantry off in there.
Беттер здесь. Выбор
Drop those guys off in there.
БТР, слушай.
Drop those guys off in there. Because that's got the best line of sight to that road. And then you drop those guys off in there.
Первый пошел. Куда вас доставить? Очистить трюм. Беттер здесь. Баба с возу кобыли легче.
And I'm going to want to put the Melts team somewhere. Especially if we're going to be engaging them from this road.
Транспорт, слушаю.
Actually, you know what? You can drop them off in there.
БМД, слушаю.
You can drop those guys off in there again.
Выбрасывай.
I mean, I think they're gonna make it to all the points in time. And then you, where is the other descent key? Are you heading over there? No, I think you need to drop these guys off. Right there.
Трюм.
Okay, I think I've got good coverage all around. We'll find out.
So keep these positions under your control and repel the enemy assaults until the second wave arrives.
Thank you. Oh, that's convenient. The problem is that building does not have good coverage to that road. Neither does that building. Ideally, I'd like to put them in separate buildings, so anything that's trying to shoot at them isn't going to be able to just point all their guns at one building and just DPS them down with burst damage.
The fighters must return to base. The airdrop window is now closed.
Well, I've already got boots on the ground, so that's not terrible bad. Well, that got all, quiet all of a sudden. And now I am terrified. Oh, they see something. Okay, they're coming from over there. First. Noted. Oh, there's another XA-180. Okay, that's interesting. I kind of figured they would have come from this road. If I'd known they were coming from there, I would have put one of the squads in here. Inconvenient, but not the end of the world. BTRD is under attack, huh? Oh, okay, well they've been smacked by something. What's that, a 50 cal? That is in fact a 50 cal. Okay. I'm trying to, what's a BTRD? Okay, yeah, that 50 cal gets the BTRD side on. That's going to eat him. So you just tuck in behind this building.
Транспорт на поле боя!
How long do I have to defend these positions for? They're not telling me! Huzzah! BD conquers. More conquers. Okay, so they are coming from that road. Alright.
Десант готов!
Well, they will have some fire coverage.
Пехота на приеме!
They'll have more fire coverage. Speaking of, what is this RPG? Short range. Okay, well that's a bit poopy. Decent-ish damage. Decent HE pen, though. And they've got, not terra bad number of rounds. What about the Dishka?
На связи!
Okay, so yeah, they're all pretty short-ranged. Oh, and they have the same RPG. Or at least I think it's the same RPG. So that's like, what, 1624?
Это пехота!
Yeah, they've got the same RPG, so that's like 24 of rockets on that side. Alright, so they do have some anti-armor capability.
Ваших приказов! Это
Then they have the
огневая поддержка!
melts. Well, they can't really go there because that patch of trees is blocking line of sight. Although if they go there, they can see both the road and the, Okay. Humvee, XA-180.
ВДР на связи!
BTRD with a cord and a grenade launcher.
Транспорт заказывали?
Okay. And that XA-180 is armed with 50 cal, so...
Мы в бою! Транспорт слушает!
Anyway, what do we got? Infantry. What are you complaining out? VDV dish are under attack. There, no, the Dishka's over there. What are they under attack by? Infantry! Okay.
Тяжелый транспорт здесь.
So, I want you
Как ракетные
to
сани на
book it over there. Oh, who's firing a ATGM? XA-180, Humvee. XA-180. You know what I'm gonna do?
Давай, здесь.
I'm just gonna tell them to move into the same building. It's a bit inconvenient, but it should be better in the long run. I don't know exactly what a Melt's missile looks like. That vaguely reminds me of a Cornet, but a Cornet has, I think, 3 sets of fins. You've got fins at the front, although I think there might be 4 of them. Fins around the middle here, but I think there's 3, if memory serves, and the fins at the back where there's 4. I'm not sure why you need that many fins, but, well. Something blew up.
Это пехота. Мы в огневом контакте с противником.
Okay, so well, they're going to be busy shooting at the infantry.
Пехота здесь.
They don't even have range yet.
Колеса в бою. Куда вас довести?
So. They're still under attack by some pretty persistent infantry. Also, for a moment, I thought that BTRD was actually in the building. It's not. So they're getting close. There's another XA-180 over there. It's worth noting that if either of these vehicles actually gets close, they're going to be walking right into RPGs. So getting close is kind of what I want. Okay, well, they popped smoke. All of them popped smoke. Does that mean they are pulling back? That would be very convenient if it did. Nope, I just heard an ATGM launch. Okay, well, let's see what that is doing. Nope, they are not pulling back. Oh, and I lost my truck. That's a bit of a pest. And the truck was right there when I lost it. Again, a bit of a pest.
Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Засада.
I'm waiting for the smoke to clear, and then there to be like the two XA-180s in the Humvee, and then
Транспорт здесь. Мы в бою.
just bad things happen.
Вперед! У пехоты потери!
Well, there's the infantry, and there's what appears to be a new XA-180. Oh, so one of the BMD-2s got a little bit banged up. Speaking of, show me the stats for that thing.
БМД тут! Становится жарко!
Thank you, I can't understand a thing you're saying. Okay, so... wet tissue paper for armor. 2A42 with... performance. At least it's vaguely decent against helicopters. PKT. Two of them. One of them's probably in the hull. Conkers. Decent range, decent pen. I think I honestly think that's the best ATGM got. What about the Melts? Nope, the Melts has shorter range but better pen. 11 damage. Oh, the Melt also has a cord. Okay, cool.
Транспорт здесь. Мы в бою.
Okay, so no, they do the same amount of damage, but the Conkers has... like... what? 33% more range than the Melts. The Melts only has 75% the range of the Conkers, but the Melts has 20% more pen. There's a way to look at it. Oh, and they pop smoke yet. Again. Interesting.
Транспорт ждет приказа. Приказ понял. Едем. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Пехота в бою. Держи коридор. Пехота на приеме.
Oh, well, they're in for a bit of a nasty surprise. Like that. Hey, the capture points went away. I'm guessing that means something's happening. Either something very good or very bad.
Excellent. The first attack has been repelled.
Really?
Our planes have returned for the second drop.
I'm guessing that means
Number
Batal.
one, the skies are clear. Nothing on our radars. Send in the transports.
Perfect,
Stealth?
Commander. Call in your reinforcements before the end of the second airdrop window.
Is there going to be stealth? It'd be hilarious if there's something stealth that shows up. Oh, we get mortars this time. And BMD-4Ms. And ATGM vehicles. Right. Oh, well, we get one ATGM team. And one ATGM vehicle. Also, I'm guessing that's Batalon showing up. Oh, joy. Is Batalon's plane? There's Batalon's plane. Alright, here comes Mr. Crazy Ambitious himself.
You will defend the western side of the airstrip, while the commander expands our defensive perimeter to the rest of the airport.
Cool.
Никто кроме нас! Давай! There will be medals for everyone after this mission!
Don't die for a medal today, Battalion. Stay focused.
What about your medals, Colonel? How many died for you to get them?
What do you want from me, Agent Morozova? Huh? I earned my medals serving my country.
Liar. Those memoirs you present as your own were written by my father, First Lieutenant Igor Morozov, who served under your command in Chechnya.
Ah! There it
Send me
is.
a copy before you sent him to his death. And I recognize each and every one of his words in those memoirs you claim as yours.
Is that true, Colonel? All these stories, all your medals, just a big lie?
Things are not as simple as that. I'll explain myself, but we have more urgent matters. Enemy counterattacks are coming your way.
Okay, so that's why Morozova wants to bury the Colonel.
Отделение поддержки на приеме. Понял, идем на зачистку. Транспорт здесь. Двигаюсь к точке. Пехота ждет указаний. По коням. Туда. Приказ понял, выезжаем. ВМД на связи. Приказ понял, едем.
So, hang on. Is this entire thing a giant revenge ploy? Is this whole thing just Morozova trying to get her revenge on the Colonel?
Пехота ждет указаний. Это пехота.
BMP-2K. Isn't that the one with the... No, that's got cornets. Or not cornets, Okay, so that must indicate Conkers, but that's Batalion's BMP-2. Alright. I think I'm understanding now. So now I basically need to consolidate
Пехота ждет приказа.
to one side of the airfield.
Тактический грузовик готов к перевозке.
Grab the supply truck. You guys really need to hit the supplies.
Коробочку.
And you know, oh, if the Colonel is lying, Batalion's view of him is going to be shattered. Batalon is already being manipulated by Morozova. So she is more than likely going to try and get Batalon to kill him. Alright. So, anyway, what are we doing?
Где тут
Well,
коробочка?
the Cornet team compile into the BTR RD.
Бронетранспортер.
I have another supply truck, which... I guess go pick up those. Gonna need them. Descent key can pile in there. The Dishkas can pile in there. Don't I have 2 descent keys? Or however the heck you pronounce that.
Пехота ждет приказа.
And then I have Yet another Dishka. VDV. What's this? Okay, long range. Not much damage in pen, but... rifle... DMR... 9.3 by 64. Okay, good range in the DMR. Mortar. Where are my mortars? Because I'm gonna want to put my mortars someplace where I can use them. Obviously. And where they're gonna be fairly protected. So I think I want to put them right there. They only gave me 2, if memory serves. You know, I should have airdropped in some more supplies. Because neither of these guys are looking great. But they're going to have to push forward. Shane goes to them. Also, I am genuinely tempted to use my ATGM vehicle and my ATGM team roughly in the vein of what the US Army was considering on doing in the 1940s, mainly as a quasi-quick reaction force. So if they're coming from that road, then... Well, no, I need to... I should have brought more supplies. Probably swapped out some of these infantry for more supplies, because I need to, they need to rearm, for one thing. I mean, the Dishka team is almost completely out of ammunition. Well, they are completely out of ammunition for the RPKs. So... if I go over here, the Melts team... No, they're still doing pretty solid in ammunition, but then again, they were sitting on a supply point, so of course they would be. Okay, what do I got? The special forces can go in there. BMD-4Ms. These things have been exploding rather spectacularly in Ukraine. So what do we got? Decent range, semi-active, decent pen. Damage is a bit bleh. Solid damage, solid pen, decent range. Okay. 38. What's that? 495 and then 2,000 PKT rounds. And then plus room for 5 guys. Yeah, no wonder these things have been exploding. You can go over there. You... which have... Hang on. Do you have the, Oh, you do have the, site package. Okay, cool. Well, if they're giving me anti-aircraft guns, I have a nagging suspicion that means they expect me to use the anti-aircraft guns. Which does not exactly fill me with, butterflies. And, you know, happy thoughts. Nona, BMD4M, BMD4M. And then the two Melts teams and the Dishka team can go in there. And those guys are probably going to be going over here.
The fighters must return to base. The airdrop window is now closed.
There's Batalin's
Снабжение заказывали?
truck.
Выдвигаюсь. Давай прокатимся.
What's the stats of this thing? Okay, well, it's decently fast. And don't I have another... Yes, I do.
Мы переезжаем.
Well, get over there and try not to blow up.
Транспорт ждет приказа. Уже еду.
And where is the other...
Беттер здесь. Приказ понял. Едем.
Well, actually, no. If you're going over there, you should probably go over there.
Транспорт заказывали.
Get a little bit closer so that I don't have to run. And then you should probably go over there. Is that the map boundary? No, it's not. It's just some weird texture.
Колеса приехали. Принял. Выдвигаюсь. Транспорт здесь.
Oh, there's another, just more supplies over there. Okay, we're shooting at what? Okay, well that's infantry. If they're going to have line of sight on that...
БТР, слушай. Куда вас доставить? Сбросить лишнее.
You go there.
Куда вас довезти?
I don't know where you two are headed.
БТР на связи.
You are certainly going to want to empty out in there. You're going to want to pull back so you're not facing side on to those 50 cals. And why is there a random Unimog? Unless it's carrying infantry. Also, I just really like that word Unimog. Heck, I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing it right.
Минометный расчет, слушай.
Mortars, what do we got? Oh, we got the rocket assisted rounds, so they've got slightly longer range. Smoke, and we've got laser designated rounds, which I don't think I brought anything that can laze. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the mortars. They don't have a ton of ammunition. And I'm honestly tempted to lay some kind of smoke screen like over here. just to give these guys time to pile into the maintenance area. And I think that's where these guys are headed as well.
Транспорт на связи. Приказ понял, выезжаем. Транспорт здесь.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Минометный расчет здесь.
I'm going to grab some smoke. I'm going to grab a line, and I'm going... Oh, wait a second. Smoke doesn't get the boosted range as the HE. Noted.
Да.
Okay, well, I can still make that work.
Готов. Бешеная блоха докладывает с места событий. Поехали, потом заведешь. БМД, слушаю. Выдвигаемся.
Okay, go there.
Грузовой автомобиль готов.
Dump those out.
Здесь. Приказ понял. Едем.
And then...
Беттер здесь.
Empty those guys out in there. That is some pretty bad sightlines. And that is honestly not much better. That is not much better either. And I don't... Well, no, there is a second road. But I don't know what's going to cover it nearly as well. We do have a supply point there, which could be useful.
Логистика здесь.
What I'm going to have you do, however... Actually, no. I want you there. One little issue, and I do mean little, because it's not really a big deal, is that if you tell a vehicle to dump supplies on a certain point, it's not going to dump supplies exactly where you tell it to. It's going to dump supplies in a very small area around where you tell it to. This can be, admittedly, a bit of a pain, but it's not a particularly egregious slight or anything. 4 missiles. Well, that's not good. It's literally just a BTR-D with the, with a Cornet launcher on top. And yes, those are hull-mounted machine guns. Don't ask. I'm trying not to have an aneurysm because I thought we left that little piece of technology back in the 1940s. Also, Sky Arrow, the broken arrow symbol yet again. I just like the little details like that. So you've got Broken Airways as one airline company, and then you've got Sky Arrow, which is another. If I'm gonna be honest, I would much rather fly Sky Arrow than Broken Airways. I don't know. There's just something about a company named Broken Airways that makes me a bit sus. Oh, would you look at that? Okay, so placing infantry in this building would actually be a good idea. So, I am going to tell you to dump the Spetsnaz out there. And this building's lines of sight are not great, but they are not terrible. Hey, they're getting shot at by something, and I think it's the BMD-4M. Okay, cool. That's not terrible.
Бешеная блоха докладывает. Первый
Shove those
пошел.
guys in there. Where is the other chaos? Hey, more chaos.
Транспорт на связи.
Wow, they are getting attacked quite heavily.
Принял. Выдвигаюсь. Без паники. Выше живы. Пускаю дымы.
Okay, back up and try not to take a ATGM to the face again.
БТР на связи.
New plan. I need you to dump the infantry in there.
Минометный расчет ждет ваших указаний.
Conventional AG, please.
Заряд.
And then just drop a fire support mission right there. What did I lose? I lost the MDM, the big one.
Тактический грузовик здесь. Мы в огне. Вечеринка окончена.
Oh,
Вылазим, парни.
hush, you'll be fine.
Транспорт здесь. Сбросить лишнее. Выбрасывай. Пехоты 200-е. Бронетранспортер на связи. БМД на связи. Разгружаемся. Нехватка витаминов.
Well, they seem to have that point pretty safely locked down. So you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to redirect these guys over here. Because this is my weak link. Kind of. How many
Пехота
discus...
на приеме. Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов.
Well, let me think. I have... No, it's not really my weak link. And to be fair, these guys don't have much in the way of ATGM coverage. So... No, I will actually redirect them over here. Also, where is that truck? Load up. Load up there. There was also some more supplies somewhere over here. So...
Логистика готова. Катимся.
Drive, I guess.
Кому нужны припасы? Поддай газку.
grab that. I don't know where exactly I'm going to put them. Unless I want to put them there. Which may not be a bad idea. Piling, guys. I wonder if they're going to give me spruts. Because we're probably going to see tanks at some point. Well, they are pushing that point hard, aren't they? Can you... You cannot.
Боевая машина десанта на приеме. Пути.
Also, what's going on over here? Not much. This seems to be going not bad, all things considered. You
Ранее заказывали.
have those, so you need to book it
Мы переезжаем.
back over here.
Пехота, мы под обстрелом.
Get back in there. Don't get yourselves killed just yet. Wrong button.
Нужна подмога на файле.
Oh, and we lost another BMD-2. I mean, the BMD series, to its credit,
Автомобиль готов.
for their weight, they are pretty heavily armed. It's just a shame that they're made out of wet tissue paper and have about the same survivability.
Боевая машина десанта здесь.
And this is particular, like, also there was a BMD-3, which I think was a modified BMD-2, sort of like an upgraded BMD-2. It's not strictly related to the BMP-3. The BMP-3, the airborne version of that was the BMD-4, and then you had the BMD-4M, which was, if memory serves, an upgraded version of the BMD-4. Oh, we lost another BMD-2. Well, that's inconvenient, but eh.
Куда вас доставить? Двигаюсь к точке. Прикрытие под обстрелом. Транспорт заказывали? Уже еду.
I'm guessing they're talking about those guys, yeah.
К лекарю. Куда вас довести? Заводи мотор. Тактический грузовик готов к перевозке. Разгружай картоху. Тяжелый транспорт здесь.
Didn't I tell you to go over here?
Выдвигаюсь.
Go over there. I thought I told you to go over there.
Нехватка
Well, nuts. Okay, most of my attempt to get fire support was not great. Also, these two Dishka teams can pile in there now. And need to be dumped in there quickly. Preferably to take the pressure off these guys. And what's going on over here? Utter chaos is what's going on over here. But we seem to be holding decently well.
Отделение в налете. Только позови. Сбросить лишнее. Куда вас доставить? Первый пошел. Нас тут конкретно зажали.
More trucks. Okay. Well, they're engaging with relatively light forces. But I do not at all... I would not at all be surprised to see a tank rolling up at some point. Also, you are pretty banged up. So actually, go over there. What are you shooting at? More infantry. Okay.
Логистика готова. Выпрыгивай.
Where's the other
Снабжение заказывали.
truck? There's the other truck. Pick that up. Hey, more Unamogs.
БТР, слушай. Пути.
Actually, you know what? No.
На холостых.
Don't do that. Wait until one of these infantry squads is in better shape.
ВДВ, слушай.
Like these guys.
Залезай на
Have them pile into the BTRD. Take them over there. Swap these guys out back here. And I think that's the best way to do that. Also... I don't know what that is. Oh! Ish.
БТР здесь и... Здесь
Okay,
врага.
so rushing the capture point did not work for that guy. Then again, I'm pretty sure that was an Unamog, so... I mean, granted, there's not much to... No, there is... Is this what's left? Honestly, the wreck is so twisted, I can't tell what it is. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, they're having a bad day. Speaking of which, how's Batalin doing? How you doing, crazy idiot? Does not appear to have encountered much in the way of bad stuff yet. Well, that BMD-2 is a little bit banged up. You know, for someone who craves to be a war hero, I find it very interesting that his own personal command vehicle is sitting at the very back of his defensive line. He strikes me as a very lead from the front kind of guy. Also, I completely forgot I had mortars. So, just
Работаю.
do that.
falling back again. Let's hope it's for good this time. Send in the last wave of reinforcements.
Hey, cutscene.
It's time. Time to jump and act like the hero you claim to be.
That would be stealth. Alright, I'm guessing things are going bad now. Oh, would you look at that? What are you going in for, gun kills? Am, sunshine. We're gonna have to go get the colonel, aren't we? Oh, so now the F-22s, remember, they have missiles.
Do you copy? My hard landed outside the drop zone. I'm alone here. Do you copy? Ah! I can't move. My leg's broken and my vehicle's down.
I see the smoke of the crash, Comrade Colonel. I'm moving my forces to assist you. Hold on.
Leave him, Captain. Let him die like he left my father to die in Grozny. He's as good as dead anyway. Enemy troops are converging on his position.
That's a negative, Lena. I'm going in.
Huh.
This impostor is not worth saving. He is not the hero you think he is.
Every man is worth saving. And that's what your father wrote in his memoirs. And I'll honor him with my actions. Commander, take command of my men and hold the airport until I come back.
I did not expect that. Congratulations, Battalion. You're not as much of a, idiot as I thought you were. Right. Hold the airport. I'm guessing things are about to really go south now. BMD-4MK. Is that the one with the, BMD-4M... BMD-4MK... MK? Trying to remember what variant that is.
Пехота на приеме.
Hold the zones beyond the runway. What zones beyond the runway? These ones? So, Battalion... I was not expecting that coming from Battalion. I'm going to be entirely brutally honest. So, oh, that Humvee's got a Mark 19. Okay, well, it's going to be a bit of a pest. So, one of the achievements is to help Elena get her revenge. I have a nagging suspicion that's going to involve killing the Colonel. I kind of thought that might have involved scuppering, say, peace negotiations between Russia and the Baltic states to create a sort of endless war. But I have a nagging suspicion that, no, that's just going to involve trying to schwack the Colonel. So, am I supposed to pull my forces back here?
VDV слушает.
Or am I supposed to defend that zone? Not entirely clear on that.
Кого нейтрализовать? Беттер здесь. Выбрасывай. Принял, идем. Там безопасно? We're here, Comrade Colonel!
Battalion? I didn't think you would be the one to come. I guess I've always underestimated you.
You may be a liar and a disgrace, but since you're not the man who doesn't fear the bullets, ready to risk all for his comrades, then I'll be that man instead.
That man died a long time ago.
Your vehicle's up and running again. Fall back to the airfield. We'll cover you.
So am I going to end up having a choice between siding with Elena and then siding with the Colonel and Battalion? Because if I'm going to be given that choice, I am siding with those two. I've never liked Elena. Well, there's a number of terms I could use to describe her. None of them were particularly, or rather, there's a number of terms I could use to describe what I think of her. None of them would particularly be fit for use in polite company. So. Also, there's nothing going on at the airport. Which, again, is making me concerned. Although, I was kind of right. Elena does want to get the Colonel killed. Oh! That's going to be a problem.
I'm safe now. Battalion, fall back to the airport. You've done enough. You've got nothing to prove anymore. Don't push your chances.
All right, on my way.
Did we win?
Fuck! My vehicle is hit. We're immobilized.
Baton's about to die, isn't it?
Direction.
Batalion's about to die, isn't he? Yep.
Battalion! Блядь! Commander, we lost battalion. I'm coming back to the airport with a large formation of US armored units on my heels. Shift your defense in this direction. Don't let them retake the airport. Our first ground forces are arriving to relieve you. Hold until they arrive. Abandon the two western defensive positions across the landing strip if needed to concentrate your defense on the terminal of the airport.
Alright. Well, I did... Oh, okay. Okay, the people who wrote this game's story did a very good job, because I never thought I would actually be... I thought I would consider Battalion getting himself killed as some idiotic maneuver. Honestly, I never thought... Bravo! Bravo, guys. Bravo.
Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Десант.
I honestly never thought I would feel bad for... like... Dang it. They did a darn good job with that.
Добавим жару. Кому нужны припасы?
Can these 3 infantry squads pile into the...
Десант готов.
I think they can.
Пехота ждет указаний. Пехота ждет указаний. Отряд специального назначения.
Alright, guys. Things have gone very, very sideways, so...
Пехота на приеме. Грузовик снабжения готов к транспортировке. Беттер здесь.
Razvedka...
Куда вас довести?
Yeah, you're not gonna want to stay there. There was Dragoons. That's a pretty nasty 30mm autocannon that I do not want to have to deal with.
Да, командир.
Mortars. Do I have mortar range? No, I do not. That's a bit of a problem.
БТР на связи.
BTRD. I thought I told you to go over here.
Выдвигаемся.
Although, they're coming from that direction, so you're going to want to face the other way.
Едем. Колеса приехали. Разгружаемся. Поездка окончена. Транспорт здесь. Транспорт здесь. Бронетранспортер на связи. Боевая машина десанта. Слушаю. Двигаюсь к точке.
Oh, okay, no,
Транспорт на связи.
they've got infantry.
Сбросить лишнее. Куда вас доставить?
There is another building. What's the sight lines? Well, it's a bit obscured by that plane. I don't really want to put the troops in the plane, however, because planes tend to blow up. They're not particularly durable machines.
ПМД тут. Боевая машина десанта здесь. Выбрасывай. Без паники. Мы еще живы.
Well, they don't have the ERA package, so that's mildly good news. Also, I'm pretty sure that BMD-2 is about to explode. Also, the game seems to want me to abandon
Транспорт здесь.
the positions over here, so
БТР на связи.
you guys are
Без разведки ни шага.
probably gonna want to...
Пехота здесь. Хороший дом для обороны. Принял. Зачищаю.
Well, actually, no, I'm not going to abandon that position.
Транспорт здесь.
They've got 4 Iglas. I'm probably going to want to keep this thing alive, because I suspect we're going to have to deal with aircraft at some point.
Транспорт заказывали? Очистить трюм. Готов. Разведгруппа в боевом режиме. Ёжик в тумане. Транспорт, слушаю.
Are they piling in? Okay, they're piling in. Good.
Баба с возу кобыли легче. Транспорт, слушаю.
So I wonder if now the Colonel's gonna want to take revenge on Morozova for getting good men killed. Like Batalon.
Это пехота.
I mean, I don't like Morozova. I never liked Morozova.
Беттер здесь. Ускориться. Колеса приехали. Уже еду.
Where are these vehicles? Over there.
Разгружаемся.
So pile in there.
Разведка ВДВ здесь. Ведем бой. Лестница в здании.
I hear aircraft. Well, there was aircraft. Alright, so we do have aircraft. Noted. You get over here and park yourself right there. Also, let's get the mortars on the other side of the giant hangar.
Выполняю.
So that when the entire place gets inevitably shot up, the mortars don't go with them.
Удвоить скорость.
Oh, they've got attack helicopters. Joy.
Беттер здесь.
Can you shoot that? No, you can't. You're not in range.
Пути.
Okay. Try and pull over there.
Чё, засада? Our fighters have regained the air superiority. You can call in your reinforcements and strike planes.
Cool. Who wants to bet those F-22s are coming back? What do we have? Bombs, rockets. How many bombs is that? Lots of rockets. Lots of bombs. Oh, we get Spruts now. Yes, please. We get Rostats. Melts. More Cornets. Those are going to be very useful. Oh, we get Manpad teams, too. I'm probably going to want those. Okay, so... grab all the Spruts. And what else do I have points for? A couple of those. And that's about... all I've got carrying capacity for. Okay, cool. I don't really want to airdrop you guys on the runway because that is going to be a hot zone, and I do not particularly relish that. Also, I realized by calling out all that stuff, and now I don't have any points for supply planes. Oh joy, UH-60s.
Куда вас довести? Заводи мотор. Армейская авиация слушает.
Ooh, we get a pair of attack helicopters.
Вертушки на приеме.
Those are going to be helpful. What do they have? Rockets, Iglas, Atatkas, Joy. Okay, well, helicopters are fragile, so I don't necessarily want to get them shot.
Команда газы!
Oh, and there goes the BTRZD. Well, poo.
Вертикальная на связи. Держись, держись!
Oh joy! There's someone over there with a...
Вертушки здесь. Установлен новый маршрут полета.
Alright, well, back up. Okay, and I'm going to immediately grab
Здесь вражеские вертолеты не пролетали.
the Igla teams.
ВДВ слушает. Пехота ждет приказа. Пехота на приеме.
Well, I was trying not to get the helicopter shot down, but apparently I failed.
Летим туда. Зачистить здание. У нас 300-е.
Also, I'm not entirely sure why I got the trucks, but I did get the trucks.
Логистика готова. Грузовой автомобиль
Although, if the
готов.
planes are going to refund, I might have enough for a couple of SU-25s. Ah! Well, that's going to be a problem. I do have these Spruts, SDMs. Although these are not tanks, trying to fight an Abrams with one of those is going to result in a blown-up Sprut and a barely bothered Abrams.
Голубые береты на связи.
So, yeah.
Пиздец, мы в такой замес попали. Транспорт здесь. Принял. Выдвигаюсь.
Okay, well, I'm not going to hold the zones beyond the runway. Does that count as a...
Lost one of the defensive positions across the landing strip.
Well, that's not going to count against me, is it? Even though it's marked as a primary objective?
We lost our positions across the landing strip. Focus your defense around the terminal of the airport. Hold
That's the plan.
БМД, слушаю. Двигаюсь к точке. Приказ понял. Едем. Бешеная блоха, докладывай. Пути.
Oh wow, that is a lot of vehicles.
Заводи мотор. Принял. Занимаем позицию. Тактический грузовик готов к перевозке. Тяжелый транспорт здесь. Минометный расчет на связи. Ударю громко. Прикрытие под обстрелом. Врубай штору. Транспорт на связи. В атаку! Давай шторм! Вертушки на приеме. Взлетим повыше. Нам отработали.
Okay, well there goes the Manpads team as well.
Кому нужны припасы? Вечеринка окончена. Вылазим, парни. Логистика здесь. Поездка окончена.
Oh, what do we got over here? Ground troops. Okay. Oh, we have T-72. All presents 28. Yeah. No, that's all presents 26 teams. Hey, T-72s that are actually not junk. Well, not yet junk. If they get slapped by a javelin, they're still going to be a giant pile of rubble, but... eh.
Транспорт заказывали?
Also, you guys appear to have missed a majority of the fight. Sorry.
Сбросить лишнее.
You know, in Battalin's defense, he did basically go out like a war hero trying to save others. Good grief. I'm sorry, I will always think that bulge on the Orion is, at least I think that's pronounced Orion, is ugly. Tours, Mi-28Ns. Okay. Is that an issue 34? That is an issue 34. Hang on. Oh, I can't look at the issue 34 because it's not inside the map yet. Here I go. Here we go. What is it? A bunch of little bombs and one very big bomb. And they appear to be on their way to the airport. Also, why would you conduct an infantry assault over open ground? I honestly would have expected a lot more vehicles.
Our ground forces have finally linked up with us. The surviving United States forces are surrendering, and Riga will soon follow. That was a costly but brilliant victory today, Commander.
So, we won? What do we got? Do not call air support. Complete the mission without using BMD-4Ms or Spruts. Well, that's kind of interesting. Do not lose control of any zone. And a 3-to-1 KD. Alright, well, what's next? Answer. I believe the mission is called Road to Fiddler Green. Yep.